So yeah, welcome to Feds Exposed Part 7, right? And in the prior episodes, I already elaborated who J. Edgar Hoover is and his dealings in the FBI, right? And we're gonna go and elaborate a little bit more so y'all can get in depth and in tune to who he really is and his parts in the federal government, FBI specifically. And we're gonna elaborate on the priorities of the federal government. What are their priorities? What are they set out to do? What were they brought here to do? Better yet said, what were they brought here to do? Right? So we're gonna elaborate on that. Appreciate everybody pulling up. If you can, hit the like button, subscribe if you new. Um, for starters, J. Edgar Hoover, right? Okay, let's get into it. J. Edgar Hoover served as FBI director from 1924 to 1972, a combined 48 years with the BOI. BOI is Bureau of Investigations. That is the original name of the FBI. And okay, he was chiefly responsible for creating the Scientific Crime Detection Lab, or the FBI laboratory, which officially opened in 1932. As part of his work to professionalize investigations by the government, Hoover was substantially involved in most major cases and projects that the FBI handled during his tenure. But as detailed below, but as detailed below, his proved to be highly controversial tenure as bureau director, especially in his later years. After Hoover's death, Congress passed legislation that limited the tenure of future FBI directors to 10 years. Hmm. So after him, they made it to 10 years. Early homicide investigations of the new agency included the Osage Indian murders during the War on Crime of the 1930s. FBI agents apprehended or killed a number of notorious criminals who committed kidnappings, bank robberies, and murders throughout the nation, including John Dillinger, Babyface Nelson, Kate Ma Barker, Alvin Creepy Karpis, George Machine Gun Kelly. Other activities of his early decades focused on the scope and influence of the white supremacist group Ku Klux Klan, a group which the FBI was evidence to be working in the Viola Luiso lynching case. Gotta look that up. Tap in if y'all know about that. Tap in. Let me know if y'all know about that. Never heard of that one. The Viola Luiso lynching case. Earlier, through the work of Edwin Atherton, the BOY claimed to have successfully apprehended an entire army of Mexican neo-revolutionaries under the leadership of General Enrique Estrada. In the mid-1920s, east of San Diego, California, Hoover began using wiretappings in 1920 during prohibition to arrest bootleggers. I remember that. In the 1927 case, such and such, in which bootlegger was caught. Okay, so as y'all can see, that's the scale of his history, his work, so to speak, right? J. Edgar Hoover, the guy that pretty much took the feds to where they are at to this day, if you ask me. Okay, so y'all know his background, and y'all can see that what they were targeting was of a high scale. War crimes, national drug, syndicates, cartels, things of that nature, right? So with that being said, it makes you question, how do individuals, I'm not going to place myself in it. I know y'all tired of that. How do individuals, wind up in the feds when you assume that people in the feds is millionaires, people, the plugs, they dropping keys. It makes you wonder, why are these regular people in the federal system, right? If they were sought out, if they were brought here to attack major crime, right, and dismantle it, why are they targeting nickel bag pushers? Why are they targeting people that cook up for the connect, for the plug and things like that? Why are those people inside the system? The only thing that you can say is that they're tied to these individuals, right? Okay, so if I'm not the plug, if I move 2 nickel bags a day and I get caught up with the plug, Where in American sense does it make that I should go to the federal system along with the same person that sells kilos? And it would make you think, right? This person sell 2 nickels a day. This person sell 2 keys an hour. Y'all go to the same spot. It don't matter. Okay, that's my personal take, and that's actual facts that can, but we're gonna move on. Like I said, the priorities of the federal government. What are their priorities, right? Ain't got them in check. So pretty much the priorities of the government is the FBI is to protect the United States from terrorist attacks, protect the United States against foreign intelligence operations, espionage, and cyber operations, combat significant cyber criminal activity, combat public corruption at all levels, protect civil rights, combat transnational criminal enterprises. Remember, listen, y'all, combat transnational criminal enterprises, combat major white collar crimes, and to combat significant violent crimes. Now, I'm gonna run it quick fast for you, y'all. Again, protect the United States from terrorist attacks. That has nothing to do. I'm gonna put myself in the equation. That has nothing to do with me. I shouldn't be in the feds, right? Protect the United States against foreign intelligence operations, espionage, cyber operations. I don't fall in that category. Combat significant cyber criminal activity. I don't fall in that category. Combat public corruption at all. Protect civil rights. I ain't break no civil rights. Combat transnational criminal enterprise. Now, y'all, this is the one where I stopped and I was like, oh, hey, maybe I fall in that category right there. Mm-mm. Transnational, that has nothing to do with me, right? Transnational. So let's Google it so we can be on the money and not do no capping. Just to prove to y'all that don't apply to me. Transnational. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. All right. Here we go. Extending or operating across national boundaries. A large company operating internationally, a multinational, right? Okay, so I wasn't going across seas. I wasn't even touching borders. So we know federal law a lot of the times things that you have from one state and take it to another that can be a federal law, meaning a gun, meaning drugs. If you take this kilo from Australia and bring it to the United, we all know that. Okay. So now with that being said, I didn't do that. I didn't have none of that. Right. So we're not using me, for this video. I'm just using myself as an example so y'all can understand. But it's pretty much to show y'all that their priorities is out of whack. Their priorities is super out of whack. It's not in tune at all. Like, if you think about it, the average person that's in the feds can't even make commissary. I'm telling y'all this from personal experience. The average person in the feds can't make commissary. So with that being said, if they're, you know, out to target all this large scale and dismantling, individuals with large sums of money and power, why is it that is predominantly made up of a bunch of individuals that can't even, spend $50 on a phone, spend $100 in commissary? And we're talking about the federal government, FBI. Everybody call it what? Club Fed. Back in the days, Club Fed. Oh, the feds is lit. Oh, I wish I would have went to the feds. No, 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 no. You wish you stayed your punk ass exactly where he was at. But not to get into that, y'all. I just wanted to, like I said, go over that part until we get into part 8, which is gonna, like I said, is gonna get juicier and juicier. I just wanna give y'all the overall makeup of how the feds work, how the ins and outs, the institutions, from when it comes to the shipping, how how it works when it comes to mail, the maxes, the super maxes. A lot of people ask like, yo, do you really read your mail on the wall and ADX? I'll get into that. I never been there. Jesus, glad to death. But as individuals that I met in passing, that's been at ADX, and then there's been individuals that I actually, you know, got to chop it up with them before they touched ADX, and still to this day they in there. But them Supermaxes, yeah, we'll get into that on another segment. But like I said, I want to make sure that y'all get the full, you know, and keep on hit me up. I didn't get too many questions yet because people don't know that I'm doing the Instagram thing. But y'all can hit me up on that on DM at my name Chinks Brinks right down below, and I most definitely answer, you know, any question that you have about the feds. Like I said, a lot of people have family in the feds, so they would like the inside scoop instead of just googling. They want somebody that's been there, that know what the lick read. So yeah, with that being said, battery go dead almost. Yeah, we finished the video though. I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all stay tuned to part 8, Feds Exposed. And like I said, stay brinked up, secure the bag, secure your family.